I'm just gonna say it. When the first trailer dropped for Sonic the Hedgehog, the one with the original design, I was done. I was out. I had already written my little mental review in my head: lazy cash grab, Hollywood ruining childhoods, moving on, and then they actually listened. They redrew the whole character from scratch because fans were upset. That almost never happens. And for some reason, that changed everything for me before I even sat down to watch it. So here's what the movie is, on paper. Sonic, the fastest thing alive, has been hiding on Earth, alone, for years. No friends, no connection. Just speed and silence, and this hollow kind of loneliness that he fills with noise and energy so he doesn't have to feel it. Sound familiar? He eventually crosses paths with Tom, small-town cop who's quietly desperate for something bigger than the life he's living. And together, they end up on this chaotic road trip to save Sonic from Jim Carrey's absolutely unhinged Dr. Robotnik. On paper, buddy comedy, video game adaptation, standard stuff. In practice, it got me somewhere I didn't see coming. There's this scene early on that I keep thinking about. Sonic is alone in his little cave hideout. And he's got this bucket list, all these experiences he wants to have, but can't because he can't let anyone see him. He's standing in an empty baseball field in the middle of the night, and he plays both sides of the game by himself, pitching, batting, running the bases. Alone at full speed, just to feel something. And it's played for laughs. But it hit me like a quiet punch, because that's not just a funny bit. That's what loneliness actually looks like. That's what it looks like when you've gotten so used to doing everything by yourself that you start to forget what it even feels like to have someone in your corner. I don't know where you are in life right now, but I think a lot of us have had a version of that baseball field moment where you're doing the thing, going through the motions, but there's nobody there, and you've convinced yourself that's fine. Sonic hadn't convinced himself. That's the difference. He still wanted connection. He just didn't know how to ask for it. Look, this isn't a perfect film. It's not trying to be. Some of the jokes are very much aimed at 8-year-olds. The plot is straightforward almost to a fault. And yes, Jim Carrey is doing a lot. Like a lot. But honestly, it works. Because the movie knows exactly what it is. It's warm. It's fun. It moves fast, obviously, but it slows down in exactly the right moments. And James Marsden does something really underrated here. He plays Tom like a real guy. Not a hero, not a chosen one. Just a man who makes a choice to help someone who needs it. And that simple, ordinary decency ends up meaning everything to Sonic. That's the thing about this movie. The big lesson isn't about speed or power or defeating the villain. It's about showing up for someone. That's it. That's the whole movie. And I think that's why it works. If you grew up with Sonic, the games, the cartoons, the Saturday mornings, watch this. Not for nostalgia, for something a little more than that. And if you've got someone in your life who's been doing the whole lone wolf thing a little too long, maybe just show up for them this week. You don't need a reason. You don't need a plan. Just show up. That's what Tom did. And it changed everything. If this kind of video is your thing, movies with a little more underneath the surface, subscribe and stick around. I'm always looking for the quiet thing inside the loud thing. See you in the next one.